Okay.
Mr. Chairman, we are now live.
Okay. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
We start our credit conference. May I request hindi natin pakailan to lead the prayer.
Yes, Lord, maraming salamat sa pinatuloy na sa buong magkakabay ng pagkikilan at namin sa mundo buong maghapon. Ikaw, salamat sa amin sa lalo ng pinag-credit conference. Ito po ang aming salamat sa pangalan ng Jesus.
Congratulations with the attendance for the credit conference.
Good morning once again.
Good morning.
Today is the credit conference of consulting services. Contract ID 20 CSBF 04 to 23 CSBF 06. So before we start the activity, let me acknowledge the presence of everybody. From back members and officials, headed by our back chairperson, Engineer Rogelio A. Coramay,
Present.
Engineer Charlie A. Baracao, back vice chairperson, Engineer Rolly M. Kabawatan, back member,
Present.
Engineer Henry R. Pascua, back member,
Present.
Ma'am Matilde S. Medrano, back member,
Present.
Engineer Danilo R. Rapanan, Procurement Engineer,
Present, ma'am.
back secretariat. Engineer Benchi Magno, TWG Head Consultancy, present. Engineer Bernardino Castro Jr., TWG member.
Present.
Engineer Jacqueline P. Bakaykay, BACSEC.
Present.
And yours truly, Katisha Lane Kabasag. And based on our attendance, sir, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Kat. Okay. We have 3 projects for today's credit conference and 3 prospective leaders who passed the shortlisting last January 31, 2024, namely DPWH Isabela Engineering Consultancy, RC Session Environmental Management Consultancy Services, and the last is SPAR Geotechnical Testing Center. For the explanation of the description to be done, may I request Engineer Benchi Magno to explain to us.
For the soil testing or exploration for the construction of platforms. Here is the scope of work until based on the detailed unit of analysis. Number 1, for the remuneration, key expert, 1 team leader, support staff, non-key expert, foreman, 1 foreman, 4 driller, 1 laboratory technician, and 1 data encoder. For the geotechnical investigation, includes mobilization and demobilization, drilling, for the drilling, and under that, number 1 for drilling and sampling of with SPT, number 2 laboratory test, and the last one is for the core samples. For the second project, again, from the detailed unit price analysis, the scope of work, construction of Malig River flood control, Barangay Santiago, Isabela. Construction of Malig River project, Barangay Santo Domingo, Isabela. Construction of Siffu River Sulalabo section, Burgos, Isabela. Construction of Siffu River flood control project, San Antonio, Burgos, Isabela. Construction of river flood control, Barangay San Jose, Phase 2, Isabela. and construction of Siffu River Flood Control Project, Barangay Suerte, Phase 3, Kiling, Isabela. And here are the scope of work. For the geotechnical exploration, for the remuneration, a key expert of 1 team leader. For the support staff, 1 foreman, 4 drillers, 1 lab technician, and 1 data encoder. For the geotechnical investigation, for the mobilization and demobilization, for the drilling, 1 drilling and sampling with SPT, laboratory test, and our sampling. For the last project, and here are the 6 locations. Construction of Malig River Flood Control Project, Barangay Ginansang, Kiling, Isabela, number 2. Construction of Malig River Flood Control Project, Barangay Ginansang, Phase 2, Kiling, Isabela. Number 3, construction of Malig River Flood Control Project, Barangay Indiao, Phase 2, Roxas, Isabela. Number 4, construction of Malig River Flood Control Project, Barangay Luna, Phase 2, Kiling, Isabela. Number 5, construction of Malig River Flood Control Project, Barangay San Juan, Phase 2, Kiling, Isabela. And last one, construction of Siffu River Flood Control Project, Barangay San Juan, Phase 2, Station 600 to Station 1400, Kiling, Isabela. And for the geotechnical exploration, for the remuneration, consists of 1 key expert team leader. For the support staff, 1 foreman, 4 drillers, 1 laboratory technician, and 1 data encoder. And for the geotechnical investigation part, for the mobilization and for the drilling, should be number 1, drilling and sampling with SPT, laboratory test, and for sampling.
Thank you. Thank you, Benji. Next, Engineer Charlie Barako, our Vice Chairperson. Will explain the bidder's checklist of requirements for each bid, including the technical and financial proposals.
Here are the bidder's checklist of requirements. For the technical proposal shall contain the following. Number 1, bid security. Number 2, duly initiated organizational chart of the contract. Number 3, duly initiated contractors list of skilled personnel of the contract. Number 4, duly initiated list of contractors, bidder equipment, and sworn statement under RA 9184 of IRR in a prescribed form. And for the financial proposals shall contain the following. Number 1, to design bid form. Number 2, to design bid price and bill of quality. Number 3, to initiate initial detailed estimates. And number 4, to initiate cash flow by quarter. And please take note that any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient documents in the above mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. So that's all I have to say for the checklist requirement.
Thank you, Engineer Barako. For the terms of reference, Engineer Bernardino Pastor.
Okay,
Will
for
explain to us.
the terms of reference for the 3 consulting services. So, consultancy services for the geotechnical investigation for proposed construction of flood control projects. So first, the Department of Public Works and Highways, Isabela District Economic Office, has prepared this guideline to assist the consultancy services in planning, cost estimating, and reporting of the technical investigation of the post-construction of flood control projects listed. So the specific project will require the services of the consultant that will conduct detailed geotechnical investigation of project site identified by the DPWH. So for the scope of services, so after receipt of the NTP, the consultant should coordinate immediately with the DPWH DEO planning and design section, particularly on survey investigation for the conduct of the technical investigation as is stipulated in the DPWH design guidelines. So the consultant shall coordinate with the PPS during the conduct of the technical surveys and investigation along the proposed flood control projects. So the consultant shall provide all labor, instrument, materials, supplies, vehicles, etc. necessary to perform satisfactorily the investigation work. So all expenses to be incurred are chargeable against funds allocated for the preliminary detailed engineering design. The consultant shall coordinate with the DPWH DEO during the conduct of the geotechnical investigation at post-project site. And for the implementation, the key expert qualification and requirements. So the consultant shall be composed of qualified staff with experience in the conduct of geotechnical investigations. The following experts, professionals, and their members shall be required to carry out consulting services for the project and should have appropriate educational degree, relevant training, and adequate years of experience in the conduct of subsurface exploration. So for the personnel, team leader, number of staff 1, the job description, overall guidance, direction, supervision, and coordination of team members, collection and evaluation of geological information on the project sites, study and determination of items and method of soil investigation and laboratory tests. So the required qualification for that is a licensed civil engineer, MS or doctoral degree in geotechnical engineering in added advantage, and at least 5-year experience on soil subsurface and geotechnical survey and study of those bridges and related structure. So the second personnel must be laboratory technician, number of staff 1. The job description for this is monitor and work, supervises the laboratory testing and prepares accomplishment reports of the laboratory works. So check the encoded laboratory test result and handles the printing of the report. The required qualification is be a civil engineer and at least 2-year experience in soil, subsurface, and geotechnical survey. So the consultant contract period for undertaking the geotechnical investigation shall not be more than the 90 calendar days, and the consultant shall commence upon receipt of notice to proceed. So in connection with the task of the consultant that require inputs and assistance from NDU, local NGOs, and other government agencies, the DPWH shall ensure the consultant has access to all the relevant information necessary to the performance of the above services. The consultant is expected to provide office space, equipment, and all other resources necessary for completing the services. So that will be the terms of reference, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Sir Bernard. That ends our procurement activities for today. Any announcement from our procurement unit?
Our next meeting point is on February 5, 2025.
February. Please note in your calendar, please mark it. Any other questions, clarifications from BAC and technical working group? Before we end up. There having no other questions and clarifications to be made, the meeting for the credit conference. Okay. Thank you.